common, general thing. Why we perceive, what we perceive about others is a very important mystery. Please listen. Now you have to listen. I'll give you my own example. I'll set myself as an example and give you one thing. I said authenticity is fulfilling others' expectation about you. Am I right? All my North Indian devotees were having expectation I should start speaking in Hindi. This was the pressure on my head for last 2 years. Suddenly this Kumbh Mela I declared I will start speaking in Hindi. Now it's not that I have started speaking. I have learnt that much with which I can manage. You see, it's like to copy in the examination. Even to copy you need to learn little. Otherwise you will not know which area the answer is. See, the question related to the first lesson, if you are searching in the last page of the notes, even if you get the whole textbook during the examination, to find the answer from right place and right, you need to know the syllabus. That much I learnt in Hindi now. And I am picking up. I am continuously picking up. See, when I started speaking, when I started adding Hindi in my satsang, when I started speaking, now only I realized it is not others' expectation. It is my own expectation about me which I did not fulfill. All listen, all others' expectations about you is your own expectations which you have not fulfilled. Now I am coming to his question. Listen, he asked why we perceive others the way we perceive. Please listen. Even for others perceiving the way they perceive us, we are only responsible because we send the subtle signals to them. I'll give you an example. In my Mamakara, I don't feel I am Shiva. I only feel I am empty space. In my Ahankara, the way I project me, I only feel I am here and I am an incarnation to transmit that experience. That's all. But people start feeling I am Shiva, I am Devi, I am Vishnu and all that. Because in the morning Pada Puja, I allow people to chant Meenakshi Sundareshwara Swarupaya, Mahakali Kalabhairava Swarupaya. If you heard the morning Pada Puja mantra, you will hear all these things. So because I allow this to be chanted in my presence, so naturally I only subtly responsible, subtly or directly or indirectly. Finally, I am responsible for their expectation from me, for their perception from me. Expectation and perception, both are like the two sides of the same coin. As I said now, because I want you to be non-violent, I say you are violent, so that you will alter it. So each one puts their perception, but even for that perception, I am responsible. I am only responsible. See, I have 1,000 reasons why I allow that to be chanted. Because of that, there is every possibility. Many people may feel connected, that I can transmit that experience easily to you. Understand? When you have a feeling connection, I don't need to spend so much time in classes with you. Just I don't need to I don't need to convert my prana, my air, into words to transmit that experience. I can just release that air. So many will have experienced the Kundalini awakening. So to make that feeling connection happen, I allow this to be chanted. But this naturally has a different side effect also. So for the whole, I have to be responsible. So even others' perception about you, you are responsible. How many of you are getting it? How many of you don't get it? Raise your hand so that I will repeat. So shall I repeat? Listen. His question is, why others perceive us the way they perceive us? Am I right? The question? Now, understand. I gave the answer as two part. Only if you understand the first part, you will understand the second part. Others' expectations are nothing but your own expectations which you did not fulfill. So others' perceptions are also nothing but the indirect signals you sent. Still, how many of not getting? Raise your hand. Listen. Take this example. I started speaking Hindi to fulfill others' expectation about me. Then I realized it is actually not others' expectation. I should speak Hindi. After I started speaking, I realized even I wanted me like this only. I did not fulfill. So finally I ended up knowing it is my own expectation I am fulfilling. But before I started fulfilling, I did not know it is my own expectation. Now you are getting this part? So, even for others' expectation, who is responsible? So, then for others' perception, who is responsible? I am giving you the example. Morning I allow people to chant in front of me as Mahakali Kalabhairava Swarupaya Meenakshi Sundareshwara Swarupaya. When I allow that chanting to be done, then people expecting from me the level of Shiva and Devi, I am responsible. So now I have to stretch myself to fulfill what they expect from me to the level of Shiva and Devi. Clear? Now are you clear? So understand what others expect and what others perceive. For both, who is responsible? One more thing you need to know. If you have shown instability with the people around you, if they feel you are unstable and don't do anything related to you, don't engage you in anything, then who is responsible for that? Suddenly you say, no, from today I will be responsible, I will be stable, please give me a job. But even after that, they are not going to trust you. Who is responsible for that? Because past record you showed that way. What can be done? Track record you showed that way. What can be done? So, any perception of others, whether good or bad, positive or negative, right or wrong, who is responsible? That's the basic truth. So, whether to fulfill or to change others' expectations and perceptions, who is responsible? We are responsible. That we, I listen very weak we. Who is responsible? Why? The we is so weak we. With a lot of sadness and suffering we. Now when it comes to him, how powerful that him comes. No, he. When it comes to we. Just few days before this happened. Please come, Madhu, you can come and ask your question. Just few days before this happened. Now when we have the interest and enthusiasm how we speak, and when we don't have interest and enthusiasm how we speak. one of my rishi, who is in charge of construction, it's a struggle with him. And I will not go to hell after death, I know for sure, because I lived with him. He can create hell for anybody. And we were having discussions about construction, why this is not ready, that is not ready. And 1 week before you guys were coming, you don't know why 1 week. The night before, 7th night, this hall was not ready. Do you know that? The AC machine was getting fixed, wire is not there. And this AC machine got fixed only yesterday night. And still what all work is not yet done, I will not tell you. Anyhow, so we were having real tough time with this guy, and some 2-3 hours Guru was doing puja to him. That is the reverse Guru puja. If the disciple does the puja, that you see every morning, that Guru puja. Guru doing puja is another. So I was asking him all the questions, what happened to this, what happened to that, why this, that, and everything was going on. He was just staring at me, no answer. Suddenly the discussion turned, and I was talking about some of our brahmacharis. You see, in some places, we have multiple campuses. Means in Rajapalayam, in Salem, in Thiruvannamalai, in Madurai and all, we have multiple campuses, means many properties in that same locality. So we were planning how these brahmacharis will go on man and all that. So I said, my vision, my Anyakara is, our each Pitadishwar should have an horse. Early morning he should sit and ride in the horse and go around all the campuses and manage, supervise what is happening and do the next things what needs to be done. So the moment I said, immediately he jumped up, because he was a big horse rider. And his whole body language, eyes have become totally different. He said, Swamiji, how many hours shall I get it? Overall I should train. This fellow only broke my hand, putting me in the horse. So, see, the moment I spoke about it, he became up, alive. All his low mood went away because of my Guru Puja and everything. And he is all fully fresh. His whole voice is different. I said, oh God, look at this. All this moment when I was asking about what happened to AC in Rajya Sabha, what happened to the flooring in Rajya Sabha, what happened to the accommodation, all this while he was sitting. As if the first grade child stolen some chocolate, caught red-handedly, I would stand. The moment I said horse, he's already riding. He is on the horse. No, he was riding the horse already. That's exactly I see here. When it comes to him. When it comes to we. Who is responsible? Come on, you ask what question you wanted.
Swamiji, I'm perfectly on board with we are responsible for the expectations we create. You said something back there that somebody says you are black is because they expect you to be white. So
their standard, their idea of white is different.
So that is their expectation. So I will feel more responsible for the expectations I created versus...
Now what I am saying, no. Yeah. I am not saying the moment somebody says you are dark, you should become white. No. I use that only as an example. Okay. And one more thing, when somebody says you are dark, you don't need to work to become white. Take the responsibility and change their perception. Something is wrong. Okay. Dark is okay.
Because that's not the perception we create.
See, I use that example for a different context, not for this.
Thank you.
You understand what I am saying? Take the responsibility for what they perceive, what they feel. Come on. In India, this is a big problem. This dark and white and this brownish complexion. You don't know how many millions of marriages break. Just this color. India is the only country suffering with this white syndrome and the fairness that creams.
Fair and lovely.
God. There is no country which has a market for fairness cream like India. Do you know that? Other countries, they only think of tan. Only here we suffer too much with this white complexion.
Mine will be sharing, Swamiji. Okay.
Go ahead.
What I think about myself. Be kind-hearted, fast driver, lazy, giving up fast, scared of facing problems, lovely, slow learner.
What about your white uniform?
It's actually Beckley's just rich.
Okay. Then
Later I'll take
all
my
right, all
part.
right, all right.
Okay.
Now, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm a music lover, not money-minded, poor. I'm responsible. I'm a good singer.
Can you say a few
Left
words
to it.
about others' image?
Okay, others image, kind heart, fast driver. They think-
No. You are talking about outer image.
Outer.
No, I am asking about others' image. Third.
Oh, others, okay. Others, they want me to be more firm. They want me to be a slow driver. I mean, safe driver to be exact. Okay, they want me to put more hardworking. They don't want me to easily give up. And they want me to be more brave to face problems. They want me to catch up things very fast.
All right. That's it. So now, I wanted to move to the third principle. We have done only two. Do you know that? But I am so happy class is going beautifully. Now everybody is incorporating. It is going into everyone's biomemory. It's just going into everyone's biomemory. And everyone's bioenergy. Come on. The third principle. Responsibility. Please listen. Drop your paper, pen, everything. Responsibility. Can I have your listening, please? Living and responding to the life from the truth that you are the source of everything, therefore you are responsible for all happenings in and around you. Clear? Listen. Living and responding to life means thinking, feeling, perceiving, acting, speaking, everything from the truth. I am responsible. I am source of everything. I am the source of everything. Therefore, I am responsible for all happenings in and around me. How many of you are clear? Able to cognize what I am saying? If you are not able to cognize, please raise your hand. I'll repeat. Listen. You see, there will be many questions now. How can I be responsible for accident? I'll answer those questions. But I wanted you to first catch this principle. Living and responding to life from the truth that I am the source of everything. Therefore, I am responsible for all happenings in and around me. living and responding from the truth. You are the source of everything. Therefore, you are responsible for everything happening in and around you.